to create this makeup look, which is a very quick and easy makeup look to do and only takes around 15 minutes. Is what I do when I go to work. Also, if I'm running late, I do it as well. So it'd be really good for you guys if you are going to school as well and you just want to have a little bit of makeup to put on. So the main focus of this look is a very flawless and natural looking skin, and for this I use the EX1 Invisiwear Liquid Foundation. They've just released 8 new shades of their Invisiwear Liquid Foundation, so now they have 13 different shades in the collection, and I'm really happy about this because so many different people will be able to find their shade to match them. And I've been using this foundation for so long now and I've featured it on my channel loads of times. I'm just really happy that I can now use this foundation when I don't have any self tan on. So the shade that I use today is 2.0 and it's one of their new shades, and it's the shade that I use when I don't have any self tan. This is my natural skin tone and this matches me pretty much perfectly. So if you don't know much about the brand EX1, they're the first and only mass market brand created specifically for yellow skin tones and yellow undertones, and this is perfect for me when I'm self tanned because I could never really find a foundation that was yellow enough for me or brown enough for me. It just tended to be bright orange and it just didn't really go very well, but now I've managed to find a foundation that matches me perfectly when I'm self tanned. So if you're unsure of which shade you're going to be in the EX1 foundation, I have done a comparison and swatches against my other 2 foundations that I always use, and these are the Estee Lauder Double Wear and the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo foundation. So on the swatches, the EX1 foundation is in the middle, and then on the left you have the Estee Lauder Double Wear in the shade 1N1, and then on the right you have the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo foundation in light 44. So as you can see on the swatches, the EX1 foundation has a little bit more of a warm undertone, and it's pretty much exactly the same shade as the Estee Lauder foundation, but just a little bit more golden. So if you only wear MAC foundations, then that's the only comparison that you can do. I did also get colour matched at MAC, and I'm 2 different shades in 2 different foundations. So in one foundation I'm an NC15 and in another foundation I'm an N18. So I do have a neutral undertone and it is a little bit warmer when it gets to the summer months. Also, if you're still not sure of which colour that you are and you're around my skin tone but a little bit darker, I've also done some swatches of 2.0, 3.0 and 4.0 of the new Invisiwear shades, and here they are on the swatches, and as you can see 2.0 is the lighter shade and then 4.0 is the darker shade. So I hope that you enjoy this tutorial and I hope that it's very informative, and make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye! So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my skin, and I'm going to take my 2 favourite primers. I'm going to take my mattifying primer and I'm going to put it on all of the areas where I'm super oily throughout the day. So I'm just going to pop this on my forehead and also on my chin and on the sides of my nose as well, because this is where I get super oily and super red. And then also down the sides of my nose as well. I'm then taking my pore filling primer and I'm just going to pop this on all the areas where I have really large pores. I just really want to minimise them because my pores are huge. So I have them really bad on my cheeks and also on the sides of my nose and down the bridge as well. So to prime my eyelids, I'm taking my concealer that I always use and I'm just going to pop this over my eyelid, and then also I'm going to carry it underneath as well. And this just makes sure that it just neutralises the eye, takes away all of the veins and things like that, and just gives you a really nice base. And then I'm just going to rub this in. I'm also going to take this underneath the eye just to get rid of all the under eye circles, and I'm going to rub it in all over the top as well. And to set all this into place, I'm taking a translucent powder and I'm just going to pop this all over the lid. And the eyeshadow look is very quick and easy to do. I only use 2 different products. I use a cream eyeshadow and a bronzer, and it's just the quickest routine that I've ever had. My whole eye look only takes me about a minute to do, so this is how I can get out of the house very, very quickly. So for my transition shade, I'm just taking my bronzer and I'm just going to pop this in the crease. This is a very quick and easy look to do. Anyone can do it. If you're a beginner, you can do it, and even if you don't do makeup that often, you can do it as well, because it's just that easy to do. I'm then taking a blending brush and I'm just going to blend this out so it doesn't look as harsh. Next I'm taking my cream eyeshadow and I'm just going to be using my finger for this. It's the quickest and easiest way to do it, and also it builds up the pigment really well as well, and it's very easy to blend. So I'm just going to pop this all over the lid, and I'm just going to build this up to how I want it to be. And then I'm just going to dip back into my bronzer and I'm just going to work through the lines right here in the crease just to make sure that it's not harsh, and just blend these out a little bit more. Next I'm just taking a soft Kohl eyeliner and I'm just going to be popping this on my upper waterline. And And then I'm taking my lengthening mascara and I'm just going to be popping these on the upper lashes. And the good thing about tight lining your upper waterline is the fact that your eyelashes look a lot more full and they look a lot longer as well. And then to clean up the edges, I'm just going back in with my concealer and I'm just going to put one dot here and another dot right here. And I'm just taking my concealer brush and I'm just going to smooth this up. And this just makes sure that the line is a little bit smoother and it just makes it look a little bit more controlled as well. And for foundation, I'm using the EX1 Invisiwear Liquid Foundation, and this is in the shade 2.0. This is the perfect shade for me at the moment because my self-tan is almost completely off, so I'm almost back to my natural colour. And this just creates a little bit more warmth in the skin, and I like the look of this foundation because it's really good if you want to have a really nice natural look with a light medium coverage. But if you want it to look like your own skin, I've had so many compliments while I've been wearing this foundation, and it just makes my skin look really nice. So I'm just using a flat kabuki just to buff this into the skin today. I also use my hands, I also use a sponge. It's whichever you prefer to use, but today I'm just going to be using the brush. I'm just taking a different concealer, which is a full coverage concealer, and I'm just going to be popping this underneath my eyes. And I'm just going to be doing a triangle motion with this. And then I'm also going to be popping this down the bridge of my nose and a little bit on my forehead as well. And this just acts as a highlighter and also acts as an under eye concealer as well. Taking my translucent powder again, and I'm just going to be popping this underneath the eyes just to set the concealer, and I'm also going to pop this down the bridge of the nose as well. And for my eyebrows, I like to keep it very natural, so I just use an eyebrow gel, and I'm just going to go over the top of my eyebrows. I'm just going to keep the same shape that they're in at the moment, and I just don't want them to be very bold. I don't really want to bring much attention to them. I just want to make sure that they're tamed. So I'm just brushing all of this through. I'm just taking my soft kohl pencil again, and I'm just going a little bit on the lower waterline right in the corner, just so it opens up the eyes a little bit more. And then taking my EX1 blush in the shade Pretty in Peach, I'm just going to be popping this on the apples of my cheeks. Now this is probably my favourite blush that I own because it just looks really nice and natural on the cheeks and also gives a pop of colour as well. And then taking my highlighter, I'm just going to be popping this on my cheekbones, and this is just to highlight, and it gives a really nice glow to the skin, and it doesn't look too over the top either. And then I'm going to pop it down the bridge of the nose and a little bit on the upper lip as well. And then I'm also going to use it on the eyes just to highlight, so I'm just going to highlight the brow bone. And then I'm going to put it on the inner corner of the eye just to open it up a little bit more as well. And the last thing to do are the lips, and I always either use a lip balm or I use a very neutral colour, and I'm just going to be using a pinky nude today. So this is a finished makeup look. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and make sure that you give it a very big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye!